Okay. So
Yeah.
now our DB is running in sync.
Yes.
So here, as you can see, this is your primary database. Okay. And this is your secondary database. And your DB is running sync with the primary. Sorry. Okay. So here, as you can see, your standby database is running in sync with the primary. Okay.
Yes.
So here we have some step to perform the switchover and switch. Okay.
Yeah.
So on in company level, before performing the switchover or switchback, always for the we can say the safety purpose, you need to take after once your application will be stopped, then after you need to take a backup of your primary database, and then you need to check all the things which we are going to check, like the switchover status and everything on primary. Okay. So
Okay.
already we have checked on the primary. This is your primary and archive log sequence. So this is the host name, and switchover status is to standby. Database role is primary, read, write, and all. Okay. And now
Yeah.
here we need to check. So here, as we can see, it's running in physical standby, and switchover status is showing not allowed. And
Yeah.
host
Right.
is okay. So switchover status is showing the not allowed. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it means your primary is ready to move to the standby. So when you will switch the role of your primary as standby, then automatically your standby database switchover status will show uh, to primary.
Okay.
Currently it's showing not allowed, but
Yeah.
when we will perform the switchover, on that time it will show the to primary. Once we will change the role of the primary, then it for on standby database, it will show the two primary. Okay.
Yeah.
So for that also already we have checked our database is running in sync now. Okay.
Yeah.
So our DB is running in sync now. So what we will do, we will run the first command by using alter database commit to switch over to physical standby with session shutdown.
Yeah. Okay.
And where we are going to execute this command, we are going to execute this command on primary database.
Okay.
Means firstly, because why we are going to change the role of primary first, because here as you can see, for primary switchover status, it's showing to standby. So once we will change the role of primary, then your whatever the standby you have, their switchover status will show. It will like the switchover status will change.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? Currently it's showing not allowed, but when you will change your primary database switchover status, means primary database role here, then your standby database will be available for primary role. Okay.
Okay.
Here we are changing the role of the primary.
Okay.
What we have given alter database commit to switch over to physical standby with session shutdown.
Shut down.
Okay.
Yes.
Then what we will do, we will run the select command again here. Okay.
Yeah.
And here you can see before that it was showing not allowed. Okay.
Right.
Now what it's showing?
To primary.
It's showing to primary. Means now your physical standby. Still the database role is showing standby. Because
Yes.
we have changed the role of the primary database only. We did not change the role for the standby.
Yes. Yes.
What we are doing here, alter database commit to switch over to physical standby, right?
Okay.
So we are
Yeah.
changing the primary role, which is running as primary. We are changing the role as physical standby. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, and currently we did not change the physical standby database role. That's why it's showing the role physical standby is physical standby, and the switchover status, but still it's showing its switchover status to primary.
Okay.
What we will do, we will run the database, alter database commit to switch over to primary.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here you can see already I have given where we are going to run this command commit to switch over to physical standby on primary. Once it changes, then we need to change the physical standby database role. And here you can see already I have given. You need to perform switch
On
over
the
on DR physical standby database. Means you need to run this command on physical standby.
yeah. Right.
Then after once that command is altered, then you need to open your database, means DR database.
Okay.
Already I have
Understood.
given here
Yeah. Yeah.
DR and DR. And
DR.
then you
On
need
DR.
to open your database. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So here you can see it's altered. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you run this command again, okay. If you
Okay.
run this command again, here you can see the database role is showing
Primary.
primary. But switchover status, what is showing? Not
Not allowed.
allowed.
Not allowed.
Why? I will tell you now.
Okay.
Alter database open. It's on mount stage. Okay. So it's running as a primary role. So we need to open the database role.
Okay.
So we have opened the database. Now again, we will run this command. Okay. Here you can see the read write primary, but switchover status is showing failed destination.
Yeah. Field
Why?
destination.
Why? Because we have given here the command physical standby with session shutdown. Means
Yeah.
it's shut down your primary server database, which has been changed as a physical standby. If here you will run any command or anything, like anything, okay, and run, there is no impact. So what you need to do, exist from here, okay, and connect
Yeah.
to the SQL plus slash HTTP. Now here you can see it's connected
Ideal
here
instance.
means whatever the session we have before this command, whatever the session we had, it's shut down that session. Change
Okay.
the database role and shut it down that session. Okay, now we will start this database. Currently, what it's showing the sorry, what it's showing the switchover status here, you can see failed destination.
Yeah. Field destination.
We will start this database mount state.
Mount state.
Once it is started, then here it will show resolvable gap. The
Okay.
switchover status will change. Okay. Now
Okay.
here again we will run the same command. And here you can see it's showing to stand
Yeah. To stand.
because we have started the database here. And if you run the same command here, okay, if you run the same command here, you can see the mounted database role is physical standby and switchover status is recovery needed. Means you need to
Yeah.
start the MRP process.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you need to run the recovery process. Need to start the MRP process. If you run the select, here you can see it's running in mounted physical standby. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So here what you need to check, you need to check the process, comma, status from $, manage underscore standby. Okay. Here you can see RFS are is running, but MRP is not running. And here
Right.
if we check the status, so it's running in primary, and now the switchover status means like it's available for to standby. Okay, and
Oh,
here it's showing the recovery needed because we
yeah.
did not started the MRP, so that's why it's showing the recovery needed. So we just need
Oh,
to run recover
database managed.
recover managed standby database, no delay, disconnect from session. Okay,
Okay.
so once you executed this command, then we will check this command, and after this command, if we check, then your MRP is running. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
here if you check the status switch over status, then it will show not allowed. Now here you can see it's showing not allowed because it's running in
Yeah.
physical standby, ORCL and all. And here if you check the archive log list, okay, so
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
it's slash U01 I Oracle, right?
Yeah. Right.
And we are having the 50, and here we need to check the synchronization status. Here also I have given the synchronization command. Okay. So if you run on this, so here you can see it's running 54.
Yeah.
Here
54.
one more thing I need to show you, because as you know, we have created online redo log file, two file, and redo 01 we did not create, 02, sorry,
02.
right?
Right. Yeah. 2.
Yeah. So what we will check, we will exist from here. Already we are at location LART star dot, sorry, star dot capital log. So here all the standby is available, and
Right.
run the second. Here you can see we have created only two, but third one is also come.
Yeah. Second was showing here.
So
Right.
if we did not created those two online redo log file also, so once you switch over your database, and when your physical standby will become primary, then automatically your online redo log file created.
Okay.
Okay. So once your physical standby database will become primary, then your online redo log file will be available. Okay, it will create automatically.
Understand.
But if you are creating standby database role, then on that time you need to add the standby redo log here manually.
Yeah.
Okay, if not available, it's showing physically or logically, and not available physically, then you need to drop and recreate it on standby database server. Okay, it should be available, because if this standby redo log will not be available, then it will not receive the archive log from primary to DR, and it will not apply those data to the standby database. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and if your standby is available and DB is running in sync, and you will perform the switchover, then automatically your online redo log groups will create. No issues. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I have created only two, to show you how we can create the standby and how we can create the redo log, online redo log. Okay. And what
Yeah.
happen if we did not create online redo log?
Okay.
Yeah. So you have seen the how to perform the switchover. Now we will
Yes.
perform the switchback. So
Switchback.
switchback, normally whatever the command we have executed before on primary. Okay. So
Okay.
we need
Yeah.
to run those command here, and whatever the command we have executed here, we will execute here, because currently your standby server database is running as a primary.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to change the role of your standby server database as a physical standby, and your, okay, then
Yeah.
whatever the status, switchover status is showing not allowed. So once we will change the role of standby server as
Okay.
physical standby, then your primary server database will be available for two primary row. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll connect to the database, select name, open mode, database role, switch over, status from $, $, database. Okay.
Yeah.
So here it's available for 2 standby. If we run the same command, okay, we found the not allowed. Okay.
Yes, right.
So also here I will show you like archive log list. 55 here, as we can see, it's applying to the 54. Okay. So
Yeah.
what I will do, alter system switch log file. Okay. It switched and check archive log list here 57 and run the same command here. So it's showing the 56. Means the database is running in C. Okay.
String. Yeah.
So what we will do, we will change the role of this primary database. Okay. So what command we will give? Always remember, do not copy and paste the command only. Always try to type the command.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that will be a good practice. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I am going to change, I am going to change the role of this primary role database on standby server. Okay. Alter. Okay.
Yeah.
Alter database commit to switch over to physical standby with session shutdown. Okay. What we are going to do, we are changing the role. Currently, the role database role is primary. We are changing at physical standby. Then whatever the here it's showing the database status is not allowed, it will show the 2 primary. Here it's showing the 2 standby. So that's why we are changing the role to standby database. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we are changing the role for the database and it's altered now. Now again we will run this command where we got switch over status not allowed. Here we can see it's showing the 2 primary. So what we will do, alter database commit to switch over to primary. Okay.
Yeah.
And now alter database open. Okay.
Yes.
It's open. Now we run the same command again. Here you can see the role is read write. Open mode is read write and database role is primary. Switch over status is showing failed because your database session is shut down. So we exist from here and connect to the SQL plus again. Here, as you can see, connected to ideal instance. Need to start up mount. Okay.
Okay.
Now database is started on mount step. So if you run this command again here, so if you can see here, you can see it's on mounted physical standby recovery build. So you need to start the MRP.
MRP.
And if you run the command here, then it will show the 2 standby. Okay.
Yeah.
And here we need to start the MRP mine. Recover manage standby database node disconnect from session. Okay.
Yeah. In the backend, what happened to this command recovery manage standby command? How it impact by in the backend?
In backend, it started the MRP process.
Okay.
So MRP process, what it will do, as I explained you in architecture. So
Yeah.
whatever the RFS process receive the data from primary, receive the like archive log sequence
Yeah, right.
from the primary, whatever the
Yes.
data inside that. So MRP process will apply all those data to the standby data.
Stand. Yes, yes.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
it's run MRP process we have started, and here we can see not allowed, physically standby, mounted, and ORCL, and it's available to primary. Okay. So
Yeah.
if we run the archive log list here, we have 59. And if we run this command, sync command, okay, so 57.
Yes.
Okay. So if we change alter system switch log file, okay. So
Yeah.
it switch twice archive log list. Okay, 61. And here we run the same command again. We have the 15. Okay.
Yeah.
So it means it's running in sync now. You can say either you can run the select sequence hash comma applied from $, archived underscore log. So it will give you all those things. Okay.
Yes.
Here it's showing no, it's applied till the 1569 and all. So it will be like change if we switch the archive log on primary. Okay,
Yeah.
and if we run the archive log list here, okay, 65, and if you run the same command here, you can see it's 63 and all, and it will apply.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it will apply. There is no issue. Okay, so that's the switch over and switch back command.
Yeah.
So if you go to the so this is the switch over and switch back command. Okay, so we are done with the switch over and switch back. And for physical standby, it basically as you can see, I have given some short introduction here, so you can read it in the we can say in the document. So
Yeah.
snapshot standby is introducing Oracle Database 11G. Okay, and
Okay.
so if suppose your primary is running with the like your primary, and you have the secondary standby database. Okay, and if you
Yeah.
want to change, if you want to test something on the physical standby database, sir. Okay, but your physical standby database, it will allow you to run the select command only for the application. Okay, but it will not allow you to test something, like it will not allow you to perform the transaction in the physical standby database. So
Okay.
for the testing purpose, you need to open the database in snapshot standby database mode. So in snapshot standby database mode, what happened? For temporary basis, your physical standby database will be open in read-write mode.
Okay, man.
Okay. So
Yeah.
your primary data, secondary means standby database will be open in read-write mode for temporary basis, and then you can test your application, you can perform the transaction, and then when you will again convert it as a physical standby, then whatever the transaction you perform as a snapshot standby database, all those transactional data has been gone. Okay, so means
Yeah.
like what you did, you have just open your physical standby database for testing purpose. So you have just tested the purpose, and you have opened the database temporarily for standby for in read write mode for testing purpose, and you have done your testing on physical standby server. Now you want to convert it your physical standby database in uh, snapshot standby database in physical standby database mode again, then you just need to change it in physical standby. Okay.
Okay.
And whatever the transaction you are performing as a snapshot standby, that transaction will be rolled back.
Okay.
Once you convert it as physical standby, that transaction has been gone. That transaction has been lost. Okay.
Okay. It not affect upon primary, right?
No. It will not impact to the primary.
Okay.
Even it will not go, whatever the transaction you will perform on the physical standby, it will not replicate to the primary side.
Okay.
Yeah. So before the snapshot standby, also you need to stop the MRP process and all. Here you can see I have given all the command. So before, if you are going to convert it as physical standby, or sorry, snapshot standby, so there is some steps which you need to follow. So also you need to check the database FRL size and FRL location. Okay, and
Yeah.
database should be in flashback, flashback should be enabled for physical standby. If not, then you need to enable it by using this command. Stop the
Okay.
MRP. Okay, then shut down your physical standby database, start up and mount, and then you just need to run this alter database convert snapshot standby. Okay,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
once you convert it, then you need to open alter database open. And then after, if you check the database role here, then it will show you snapshot standby, whatever the status currently is showing, like physical standby for this, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So for this, it was showing the physical standby. After this, it will show you snapshot standby.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
then open mode will be showing in read write.
Okay.
Okay. And then after you can create the user, you can drop the user, you can create the tables, you can perform the testing, whatever you want to do on that server. Okay.
Yeah.
Once your testing will be done, then after again, you need to change it as physical standby, because if your physical standby database is running in snapshot standby mode, then it will not be in sync with your primary database.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for that, again, you need to revert back as a physical standby mode. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
once you will revert back to the physical standby, then again, you need to start the MRP, and then it will be in sync with your primary data. Okay.
Okay.
So for revert back, also I have given the command here. You need to
Yeah.
shut down your snapshot standby database. There is
Okay.
no need to touch your primary here for snapshot standby.
Got it.
No need to touch your primary server.
Okay.
Whatever the command you want to execute, you need to execute it on the secondary one, means standby database. Okay.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
your database is out of sync, so how you can perform the sync process? How you can perform the, how you can like keep your standby database in sync? So here also I have given the command.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so here you need to check the switchover, host name, and everything on both server. You need to execute this command. Then you
Oh,
need to check the
MRP
process
status.
and yeah, everything. You need to check the current SCN of your
Okay.
physical standby database, and
Yeah.
whatever the SCN currently you have, using that SCN, you need to take a
Increment.
incremental backup from primary server.
Okay. Got it.
Here, as you can see,
Yeah.
because your physical standby is out of sync. So
Yes.
from where you need to take, it means it is stuck at that SCN number. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So
Yeah.
from that after this SCN, whatever the changes happen on your primary, okay,
Yeah.
you need to take the backup of all those changes.
Got it.
So by using this SCN, here you can see I have given the command backup incrementer from SCN
Yes. Yes.
database. And
Yeah.
I have given the format. Okay. Then backup current control file for standby.
Okay. Bye. For
And this is
standby.
the
Right.
control
Yeah.
file.
Yeah.
You need to change the path here, whatever the path on your server. So you just
Okay.
need to change the path here. Okay.
Yeah.
And then after you need to copy those backup on standby database.
Yes.
Okay. Then shut down your standby database. Okay. Start up on no mount stage. Restore your standby control file first. Then by using alter database mount, you need to mount your physical standby database.
And
Catalog start with your backup location where you have copied the incremental backup. Okay. And then restore the database and run the recover database. Okay.
Yes.
And then after, either you can use the recover database no redo if you are getting any archive log related issue here. Okay. So that's why I have given, if any issue related to archive log sequence, then run next command by using recover database no redo.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So sometimes actually why I have given, because sometimes if you run the recover database, okay. So sometimes what happens, your standby database will receive the all the archive log sequence from the primary, but it's not applied to the physical standby. Okay. So if you have taken the database backup here, if you are taking the database backup here, it means you are taking the whatever the archive log is available on secondary database. Also, you are taking all those data backup in that backup piece. Okay. So if you run the recover database, then it will try to like we can say it will try to write all those archive log sequence physically. Okay. So if you run the recover database no redo, then it will not go to scan the archive log, whatever the archive log is available on the server. It will not go to read all those things. Okay. It will avoid to read, and it will apply whatever the backup piece is available or whatever the data is available in your backup. So it will apply all those backup to the physical standby database and then connect to the SQL Plus and start the MRP process. And then after your database will be in sync. So that's the process.
Yes, we understand.
Yeah, so in any training, nobody is going to tell how to perform the like switchover. There are many training. They are going to they will tell you how to perform the switchover, but nobody is going to tell you how to change the snapshot. Nobody is going to tell you if database will be in out of sync, then how you can perform the recovery and all. So already I have shown you how to perform the switchover and switchback. And there is a task for you. You need to change your standby database in snapshot standby. Okay. Yeah. So that will be the task for you. If you will not able to change it in what I can say, if you will not able to change it in physical standby. Okay. So I will sorry in snapshot standby. And if you are facing any problem, just let me know. I will show you that steps also. But I think you need to do whatever the command I have given here. Just follow that steps. You will like easily you can convert your physical standby database in snapshot standby mode. Okay. Always remember there is no command is required for primary. If you are going to perform snapshot standby database, on that time only you need to check the sync status of your physical standby database. If your database is in sync, then after no need to touch your primary database server. Whatever the command you are going to perform, it will be for physical standby server one. Okay. And so you need
one more I have. So when we are converting these physical standby snapshot